Building emotional strength through Stoic philosophy is a profound journey that can significantly enhance our ability to navigate life's myriad challenges. In a world filled with uncertainty and adversity, emotional resilience becomes a vital skill, allowing us to face difficulties with a sense of calm and clarity. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes rationality and self-control, offers timeless wisdom on how to cultivate this resilience. By understanding and applying Stoic principles, we can learn to manage our emotions effectively, respond to stress with composure, and maintain our focus on what truly matters. This emotional fortitude not only helps us endure hardships, but also empowers us to thrive in the face of adversity, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. In this video, we will explore 10 essential habits rooted in Stoic philosophy that can help you build emotional strength. These habits are designed to guide you in mastering your inner world, enabling you to respond to life's challenges with greater confidence and poise. The first habit involves practicing mindfulness, which encourages us to stay present and aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This awareness is crucial for recognizing negative patterns and reframing our perspectives. The second habit focuses on the importance of acceptance, teaching us to embrace reality as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. Acceptance allows us to let go of resistance and find peace amidst chaos. The third habit emphasizes the value of gratitude, reminding us to appreciate the positives in our lives, even during tough times. By cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a more optimistic outlook. The fourth habit is about setting boundaries, which helps protect our emotional well-being by ensuring we prioritize our needs and values. The fifth habit encourages us to engage in self-reflection, allowing us to learn from our experiences and grow wiser over time. The sixth habit highlights the significance of community, as surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals can bolster our resilience. The seventh habit involves embracing discomfort, teaching us that facing challenges head-on can lead to personal growth and strength. The eighth habit focuses on the power of perspective, urging us to view setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than failures. The ninth habit is about cultivating patience, reminding us that emotional strength often requires time and persistence. Finally, the 10th habit emphasizes the importance of taking action, as proactive steps can empower us to shape our circumstances rather than be shaped by them. By integrating these 10 habits into our daily lives, we can harness the transformative power of Stoic philosophy to master our inner world. This mastery not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also equips us with the tools to navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. As we embark on this journey together, remember that building emotional strength is not just about enduring hardships, it's about thriving in the face of them, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and empowered life. Encouraging viewers to focus on what they can control each day is a fundamental aspect of building emotional strength through Stoic philosophy. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. This principle teaches us that while we cannot dictate external circumstances, we have complete authority over our internal responses, thoughts, and actions. By recognizing this distinction, we can shift our focus away from the chaos of the external world and direct our energy toward the aspects of life we can influence. This shift not only fosters a sense of empowerment, but also enhances our emotional resilience. For instance, consider a common daily situation such as facing a challenging work project. While you may not have control over the deadlines set by your employer or the opinions of your colleagues, you do have control over your effort, your attitude, and how you choose to approach the task. By concentrating on your work ethic and maintaining a positive mindset, you can navigate the project with confidence, regardless of external pressures. Another example can be found in personal relationships. You cannot control how others behave or react, but you can control your responses and the way you communicate. If a friend or family member is upset, instead of trying to change their feelings, focus on how you can be supportive and understanding. This approach not only strengthens your relationships, but also fosters a sense of peace within yourself, as you are not burdened by the weight of trying to manage someone else's emotions. Daily situations like these illustrate the power of directing our energy toward what we can control. Whether it's managing our time effectively, choosing how we respond to criticism, or deciding to practice self-care, each moment presents an opportunity to exercise this Stoic principle. By consistently applying this habit, we cultivate a mindset that prioritizes our internal landscape over external chaos. This empowerment is transformative. It allows us to reclaim our agency in a world that often feels unpredictable and overwhelming. When we focus on what we can control, we begin to experience a profound shift in our emotional state. Instead of feeling helpless or anxious about circumstances beyond our reach, we cultivate a sense of purpose and direction. This empowerment leads to increased confidence and a greater ability to handle life's challenges. Moreover, as we practice this habit daily, we develop a more resilient mindset, enabling us to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease. The more we direct our energy toward controllable aspects, the more we reinforce our ability to navigate difficulties with grace and composure. In conclusion, embracing the Stoic principle of distinguishing between internal and external control is a powerful tool for emotional strength. By focusing on what we can control each day, we empower ourselves to respond to life's challenges with clarity and confidence. This practice not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also enriches our overall well-being, allowing us to lead more fulfilling lives. As you move forward, remember that the key to mastering your inner world lies in recognizing the power you hold over your thoughts, actions, and responses. Teaching viewers the importance of pausing before reacting to emotions is a crucial step in cultivating emotional strength and resilience. In our fast-paced world, it's all too easy to react impulsively to situations that trigger strong feelings. However, the practice of taking an inner pause can significantly alter the way we respond to emotional stimuli. This pause allows us to step back from our immediate reactions, providing the space needed to process our emotions thoughtfully rather than allowing them to dictate our actions. By implementing this practice, we can prevent impulsive reactions that often lead to regret or misunderstandings. For instance, when faced with criticism or conflict, our initial instinct may be to react defensively or lash out. However, by taking a moment to pause, we can assess the situation more clearly, consider the other person's perspective, and choose a response that aligns with our values and intentions. This inner pause can be as simple as taking a deep breath, counting to 10, or even stepping away from the situation momentarily to gather our thoughts. Techniques for implementing this practice in daily life can vary based on individual preferences, but some effective methods include mindfulness meditation, journaling, or setting reminders throughout the day to check in with our emotional state. Mindfulness meditation, for example, encourages us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, fostering a greater awareness of our emotional triggers. By regularly practicing mindfulness, we can train ourselves to recognize when we need to pause before reacting. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. By writing down our thoughts and feelings, we create a space for reflection that can help us process emotions more effectively. Additionally, setting reminders on our phones or placing sticky notes in visible areas can prompt us to take a moment to pause and breathe before responding to challenging situations. The benefits of responding with clarity and intention are profound. When we take the time to pause, we allow ourselves to respond rather than react, leading to more thoughtful and constructive interactions. This clarity helps us communicate more effectively, reducing the likelihood of misunderstandings and conflicts. Moreover, responding with intention fosters a sense of control over our emotions, empowering us to act in alignment with our values rather than being driven by momentary feelings. This practice not only enhances our relationships, but also contributes to our overall emotional well-being. By cultivating the habit of pausing before reacting, we create a buffer between stimulus and response, allowing us to choose how we engage with the world around us. Over time, this practice can lead to increased emotional resilience as we become more adept at managing our reactions and navigating life's challenges with grace. In conclusion, the importance of pausing before reacting to emotions cannot be overstated. By incorporating this practice into our daily lives, we can prevent impulsive reactions, respond with clarity and intention, and ultimately enhance our emotional strength. As you embark on this journey, remember that each pause is an opportunity for growth, reflection, and empowerment. Embrace the power of the inner pause, and watch as it transforms your interactions and emotional landscape for the better. Encouraging self-honesty as a means to emotional strength is a vital aspect of personal development that can lead to profound transformation. At its core, self-honesty involves confronting uncomfortable truths about ourselves, our behaviors, and our motivations. While this process can be challenging and even painful, it is essential for fostering emotional resilience and growth. By facing these truths, we can gain a clearer understanding of who we are and what we truly want, allowing us to make more informed choices in our lives. The significance of confronting uncomfortable truths cannot be overstated. Often, we may find ourselves avoiding certain aspects of our lives or denying feelings that we perceive as negative. This avoidance can lead to a cycle of self-deception, where we become trapped in patterns of behavior that do not serve us. For example, acknowledging that we are unhappy in a job or a relationship can be daunting. However, by facing this truth, we open the door to exploring our options and making necessary changes. Self-honesty allows us to break free from the constraints of denial and take proactive steps toward a more fulfilling life. One powerful example of how self-honesty leads to personal growth is the process of recognizing and addressing our fears. Many people harbor fears that hold them back from pursuing their dreams, whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or judgment. By being honest with ourselves about these fears, we can begin to understand their origins and the impact they have on our lives. This understanding empowers us to confront these fears head-on, gradually diminishing their power over us. For instance, someone who fears public speaking may initially avoid opportunities to present their ideas. However, through self-honesty, they can acknowledge this fear and take small steps to confront it, such as practicing in front of friends or joining a public speaking group. Over time, this process not only builds confidence, but also leads to personal growth and new opportunities. Another example is recognizing unhealthy patterns in relationships. Self-honesty allows us to see when we are repeating cycles of behavior that lead to dissatisfaction or conflict. By confronting these truths, we can take responsibility for our role in these dynamics and work toward healthier interactions. This might involve setting boundaries, communicating more openly, or even ending toxic relationships. Ultimately, embracing self-honesty fosters a deeper connection with our authentic selves. The freedom that comes from accepting who we truly are is liberating. When we stop hiding from our truths, we can live more authentically, aligning our actions with our values and desires. This authenticity not only enhances our self-esteem, but also attracts genuine connections with others who appreciate us for who we are. Moreover, accepting our authentic selves allows us to embrace our imperfections and vulnerabilities, recognizing that they are part of the human experience. In conclusion, encouraging self-honesty is a powerful tool for building emotional strength. By confronting uncomfortable truths, we pave the way for personal growth and transformation. The journey of self-honesty may be challenging, but the rewards are immense. As we learn to accept our authentic selves, we experience a profound sense of freedom and empowerment, enabling us to navigate life with greater resilience and purpose. Embrace self-honesty as a guiding principle and watch as it transforms your emotional landscape and enriches your life. Promoting the practice of self-reflection for emotional awareness is essential for anyone seeking to enhance their emotional intelligence and overall well-being. Self-reflection involves taking the time to review our daily actions, thoughts, and emotions, allowing us to gain insights into our behaviors and motivations. This practice is crucial because it helps us understand how our emotions influence our decisions and interactions with others. By regularly engaging in self-reflection, we can identify patterns in our emotional responses, recognize triggers, and develop strategies for managing our feelings more effectively. The importance of reviewing daily actions and emotions cannot be overstated. Each day presents us with a myriad of experiences that can evoke various emotional responses. Without reflection, we may move through our days on autopilot, reacting to situations without fully understanding the underlying emotions at play. For instance, if we experience frustration during a meeting, we might react defensively without considering why we felt that way. By taking the time to reflect on our emotions and actions, we can uncover the root causes of our feelings, leading to greater self-awareness and emotional clarity. This understanding allows us to respond more thoughtfully in future situations, rather than being driven by impulsive reactions. To effectively incorporate self-reflection into our daily routine, it can be helpful to establish a dedicated time at the end of each day for this practice. One method is to keep a journal where we can write down our thoughts and feelings about the day's events. This can include noting specific situations that triggered strong emotions, how we responded, and what we might do differently next time. Journaling not only provides a safe space for expression, but also serves as a valuable record of our emotional journey over time. Another effective method is to engage in mindfulness meditation. By sitting quietly and focusing on our breath, we can create a mental space that allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice encourages us to become more attuned to our emotional landscape, making it easier to identify patterns and triggers. Additionally, discussing our experiences with a trusted friend or therapist can provide valuable insights and perspectives that enhance our self-reflection process. Highlighting how reflection can lead to improved decision-making is crucial in understanding its value. When we take the time to reflect on our emotions and actions, we become more aware of our values and priorities. This awareness enables us to make decisions that align with our true selves, rather than reacting based on fleeting emotions. For example, if we recognize that we often feel anxious in social situations, we can choose to prepare ourselves in advance or set boundaries that protect our emotional well-being. By reflecting on our experiences, we can also learn from past mistakes, allowing us to make more informed choices in the future. In conclusion, promoting the practice of self-reflection is a powerful tool for fostering emotional awareness. By reviewing our daily actions and emotions, we gain valuable insights that enhance our understanding of ourselves. Implementing methods such as journaling, mindfulness meditation, and open discussions can facilitate effective self-reflection. Ultimately, this practice leads to improved decision-making, empowering us to navigate life with greater clarity and intention. As you embark on this journey of self-reflection, remember that each moment of introspection is an opportunity for growth and deeper emotional understanding. Embrace the process and watch as it transforms your relationship with yourself and the world around you. Encouraging viewers to cultivate gratitude in their lives is a powerful way to enhance emotional resilience and overall well-being. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting feeling. It is a practice that can profoundly impact our emotional landscape. Research has shown that regularly expressing gratitude can lead to increased happiness, reduced stress, and improved mental health. By focusing on what we appreciate in our lives, we can build a buffer against negative emotions and develop a more resilient mindset. The impact of gratitude on emotional resilience is significant. When we actively acknowledge the positive aspects of our lives, we create a mental environment that fosters optimism and hope. This shift in focus helps us navigate challenges with greater ease, as we are less likely to dwell on difficulties or setbacks. For instance, during tough times, practicing gratitude can remind us of the support we have from friends and family, the lessons we've learned, or even the small joys that brighten our days. This perspective allows us to approach adversity with a sense of strength and resourcefulness, reinforcing our ability to cope with life's ups and downs. To cultivate gratitude effectively, incorporating daily gratitude practices into our routines can be incredibly beneficial. One simple yet impactful practice is keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, set aside a few minutes to write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. These can range from significant events, like a promotion at work, to small moments, such as enjoying a warm cup of coffee or a kind word from a stranger. By regularly documenting these moments of gratitude, we train our minds to recognize and appreciate the abundance in our lives. Another effective practice is to express gratitude verbally. This can involve telling a friend or family member how much you appreciate them, or writing a thank you note to someone who has made a difference in your life. Not only does this strengthen our relationships, but it also reinforces our own feelings of gratitude. Additionally, incorporating gratitude into daily routines can be transformative. For example, consider starting or ending your day with a moment of reflection where you consciously think about what you are grateful for. This could be during your morning coffee, while commuting, or as part of your bedtime routine. Emphasizing the shift in mindset from scarcity to abundance is crucial in understanding the power of gratitude. In a world that often emphasizes what we lack, whether it's material possessions, achievements, or social connections, gratitude encourages us to focus on what we already have. This shift can be liberating, as it allows us to appreciate the richness of our lives rather than fixating on perceived deficiencies. When we adopt an abundance mindset, we become more open to opportunities and experiences, fostering a sense of fulfillment and contentment. This perspective not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also encourages us to share our abundance with others, creating a positive ripple effect in our communities. In conclusion, cultivating gratitude is a transformative practice that can significantly enhance emotional resilience. By recognizing the impact of gratitude on our mental well-being, incorporating daily gratitude practices, and shifting our mindset from scarcity to abundance, we can create a more fulfilling and joyful life. As you embark on this journey of gratitude, remember that each moment of appreciation is a step toward greater emotional strength and resilience. Embrace the practice of gratitude and watch as it enriches your life and the lives of those around you. Teaching viewers how to embrace loss and change is an essential aspect of navigating the complexities of life. Loss is an inevitable part of the human experience, whether it manifests as the end of a relationship, the death of a loved one, or the loss of a job. Acknowledging this inevitability is crucial, as it allows us to understand that loss is not merely an ending, but also a natural transition that can lead to new beginnings. Embracing loss helps us appreciate the transient nature of life and encourages us to cherish the moments we have. It is through this lens that we can begin to see loss as a catalyst for growth and transformation rather than just a source of pain. One of the first steps in embracing loss is to develop strategies for letting go of past burdens. Holding on to grief or regret can weigh heavily on our emotional well-being, preventing us from moving forward. One effective strategy is to practice mindfulness, which encourages us to stay present and acknowledge our feelings without judgment. By allowing ourselves to fully experience our emotions, we can begin to process them rather than suppress them. This might involve setting aside time to reflect on our feelings, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply sitting in silence. Another helpful approach is to create rituals that honor what we have lost. This could be as simple as lighting a candle in memory of a loved one, or creating a scrapbook that celebrates the positive memories associated with a past relationship or experience. These rituals can provide a sense of closure and help us acknowledge the significance of what we have lost, while also allowing us to release the emotional weight associated with it. Additionally, seeking support from friends, family, or professional counselors can be invaluable. Sharing our experiences and feelings with others can provide comfort and perspective, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Emphasizing the freedom and growth that comes from acceptance is vital in this journey. Acceptance does not mean forgetting or diminishing the importance of what we have lost. Rather, it involves recognizing the reality of our situation and allowing ourselves to move forward. When we accept loss, we free ourselves from the burden of resistance and the desire to cling to what once was. This acceptance opens the door to new possibilities and experiences, enabling us to embrace change with a sense of hope and curiosity. For instance, someone who has lost a job may initially feel devastated, but through acceptance, they can begin to explore new career paths or pursue passions they had previously set aside. This shift in perspective can lead to personal growth and the discovery of new opportunities that may not have been visible before. In conclusion, embracing loss and change is a vital skill that can enhance our emotional resilience and overall well-being. By recognizing the inevitability of loss and its role in life, developing strategies for letting go of past burdens, and emphasizing the freedom that comes from acceptance, we can navigate the challenges of change with grace and strength. As you embark on this journey, remember that loss is not the end, but rather a part of the continuous cycle of life. Embrace the lessons it brings and allow yourself to grow and evolve through the process. Ultimately, acceptance can lead to a deeper appreciation for life and the opportunities that lie ahead. Encouraging viewers to identify and focus on what truly matters is essential for leading a fulfilling and purposeful life. In a world filled with distractions and competing demands, it can be easy to lose sight of our core values and priorities. However, prioritizing tasks that align with our values is crucial for achieving a sense of satisfaction and emotional well-being. When we focus on what truly matters, we create a life that reflects our authentic selves and fosters a deeper connection to our goals and aspirations. The importance of prioritizing tasks aligned with our values cannot be overstated. Our values serve as a compass, guiding our decisions and actions. When we engage in activities that resonate with our core beliefs, we experience a greater sense of fulfillment and motivation. For instance, if one of your values is family, prioritizing time spent with loved ones over work obligations can lead to more meaningful relationships and a stronger support system. Conversely, neglecting our values in favor of external pressures can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and burnout. To effectively set and maintain priorities, it can be helpful to start by identifying your core values. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. This could involve considering aspects such as family, health, career, personal growth, or community involvement. Once you have a clear understanding of your values, you can begin to evaluate your current commitments and tasks. One practical method for setting priorities is to create a values-based to-do list. Begin by listing your tasks for the day or week, then categorize them according to how well they align with your identified values. This exercise can help you visualize where your time and energy are being spent and identify areas that may need adjustment. Additionally, consider using the Eisenhower matrix, a tool that helps prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. By categorizing tasks into 4 quadrants, urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important, you can gain clarity on what deserves your attention and what can be delegated or eliminated. Maintaining priorities requires ongoing reflection and adjustment. Regularly check in with yourself to assess whether your actions align with your values. This could be done through weekly or monthly reviews, where you evaluate your commitments and make necessary changes. It's also important to set boundaries to protect your time and energy. Learning to say no to tasks or obligations that do not align with your values is a crucial skill that can help you maintain focus on what truly matters. Emphasizing the clarity and purpose that comes from intentional living is key to understanding the benefits of this practice. When we live intentionally, we cultivate a sense of direction and purpose in our lives. This clarity allows us to make decisions with confidence, knowing that we are aligning our actions with our values. As a result, we experience reduced stress and increased satisfaction, as we are no longer overwhelmed by competing demands that do not resonate with our true selves. In conclusion, encouraging viewers to identify and focus on what truly matters is a powerful step toward living a more intentional and fulfilling life. By prioritizing tasks aligned with our values, setting and maintaining clear priorities, and embracing the clarity that comes from intentional living, we can create a life that reflects our authentic selves. As you embark on this journey, remember that focusing on what truly matters is not just about productivity. It's about cultivating a life rich in meaning and purpose. Embrace this practice and watch as it transforms your perspective and enhances your overall well-being. Teaching viewers how to remain grounded amidst chaos is essential for fostering emotional resilience and mental clarity. In a world that often feels overwhelming, the ability to maintain a sense of calm and stability is invaluable. One key concept that can aid in this endeavor is mental detachment. Mental detachment refers to the practice of creating emotional distance from external events and circumstances, allowing us to observe situations without becoming overly reactive or emotionally entangled. This detachment does not mean becoming indifferent or apathetic. Rather, it involves recognizing our thoughts and feelings without letting them dictate our responses. The benefits of mental detachment are profound. By cultivating this ability, we can reduce stress and anxiety, enhance our decision-making skills, and improve our overall emotional well-being. When we detach mentally, we create space to process our emotions and thoughts more objectively, enabling us to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. This practice can be particularly beneficial during chaotic situations, such as conflicts at work, family disputes, or global crises, where emotions can run high and reactions can be impulsive. To maintain emotional distance from external events, several techniques can be employed. One effective method is mindfulness meditation. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing us to create a buffer between ourselves and the chaos around us. This practice encourages us to focus on the present moment, reducing the tendency to ruminate on past events or worry about future uncertainties. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can help cultivate a sense of calm and centeredness. Another technique is to establish healthy boundaries with information consumption. In today's digital age, we are constantly bombarded with news and social media updates that can contribute to feelings of chaos and overwhelm. Setting limits on how much news we consume and being selective about the sources we engage with can help reduce anxiety and maintain emotional distance from external events. Additionally, engaging in grounding exercises can be beneficial. These exercises can include deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or even physical activities like yoga or walking in nature. Such practices help anchor us in the present moment, allowing us to reconnect with our bodies and reduce the impact of external stresses. Highlighting the importance of focusing on what can be controlled is crucial in the journey to remain grounded. In chaotic situations, it is easy to become fixated on factors beyond our control, leading to feelings of helplessness and frustration. Instead, we should direct our energy toward what we can influence, our thoughts, reactions, and choices. For instance, if faced with a challenging work environment, rather than fixating on office politics or external pressures, we can focus on how we respond to these challenges, the effort we put into our tasks, and the relationships we cultivate with colleagues. This shift in focus empowers us to take ownership of our emotional responses and actions, fostering a sense of agency even amidst chaos. In conclusion, teaching viewers how to remain grounded amidst chaos is a vital skill for emotional resilience. By understanding the concept of mental detachment and its benefits, employing techniques to maintain emotional distance from external events, and emphasizing the importance of focusing on what can be controlled, we can cultivate a sense of stability and clarity in our lives. As you navigate the complexities of life, remember that grounding yourself is not about avoiding challenges, but rather about facing them with a calm and centered mindset. Embrace these practices and watch as they transform your ability to thrive in the midst of chaos. Encouraging viewers to infuse their days with intention is a powerful way to enhance their overall quality of life. Living with intention means approaching each day with a clear purpose and direction, which can significantly impact our emotional well-being and sense of fulfillment. One of the key aspects of intentional living is having a clear daily goal. When we set specific intentions for our day, we create a roadmap that guides our actions and decisions. This clarity helps us prioritize our time and energy, ensuring that we focus on what truly matters to us. Without a clear goal, it's easy to drift through the day, reacting to circumstances rather than proactively shaping our experiences. The significance of having a clear daily goal cannot be overstated. It provides us with a sense of direction and motivation, helping us to stay focused amidst distractions. For instance, if your goal for the day is to complete a work project, you can structure your time around that objective, minimizing distractions and maximizing productivity. Alternatively, if your intention is to connect with a loved one, you can prioritize reaching out to them, whether through a phone call, a text, or planning a visit. This intentional approach not only enhances our productivity, but also enriches our relationships and personal growth. Examples of simple yet meaningful daily purposes can vary widely based on individual values and aspirations. For some, a daily goal might involve practicing self-care, such as dedicating time to exercise, meditate, or read a book. For others, it could be as straightforward as committing to a healthy meal or spending quality time with family. Even small acts like taking a moment to appreciate nature during a walk or expressing gratitude for the day's experiences can serve as powerful intentions that infuse our days with meaning. Another example could be setting aside time for personal development, such as learning a new skill or engaging in a creative hobby. These daily purposes, no matter how small, contribute to a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Emphasizing the sense of fulfillment that comes from intentional living is crucial in understanding its benefits. When we live with intention, we cultivate a deeper connection to our lives and experiences. This intentionality fosters a sense of agency as we actively choose how to spend our time and energy. As a result, we often find ourselves feeling more satisfied and content with our lives. For instance, when we approach our days with purpose, we are more likely to notice and appreciate the small joys and successes that might otherwise go unnoticed. This heightened awareness can lead to increased happiness and a greater appreciation for the present moment. Moreover, intentional living encourages us to align our daily actions with our core values and long-term goals. When our daily intentions reflect what truly matters to us, we create a sense of harmony between our actions and our aspirations. This alignment not only enhances our sense of fulfillment, but also motivates us to pursue our goals with greater passion and commitment. In conclusion, encouraging viewers to infuse their days with intention is a transformative practice that can significantly enhance their quality of life. By recognizing the significance of having a clear daily goal, exploring simple yet meaningful daily purposes, and emphasizing the fulfillment that comes from intentional living, we can create lives rich in meaning and purpose. As you embark on this journey of intentionality, remember that each day is an opportunity to shape your experiences and cultivate a life that resonates with your values and aspirations. Embrace the power of intention and watch as it transforms your daily existence into a fulfilling and purposeful journey. As we wrap up our exploration of building emotional strength, let's take a moment to recap the 10 essential habits we've discussed throughout this journey. Each of these habits plays a vital role in enhancing our emotional resilience and equipping us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. First, we talked about the importance of practicing mindfulness, which helps us stay present and aware of our thoughts and feelings. Next, we emphasize the significance of acceptance, encouraging you to embrace reality as it is, rather than how you wish it to be. Third, we explored the power of gratitude, highlighting how appreciating the positives in our lives can shift our perspective and foster a more optimistic outlook. Fourth, we discussed the necessity of setting boundaries to protect our emotional well-being. Fifth, we delved into the value of self-reflection, allowing us to learn from our experiences and grow wiser over time. Sixth, we highlighted the importance of community, reminding you that surrounding yourself with supportive individuals can bolster your resilience. Seventh, we encouraged you to embrace discomfort, recognizing that facing challenges head-on can lead to personal growth. Eighth, we discussed the power of perspective, urging you to view setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than failures. Ninth, we emphasized the significance of cultivating patience, understanding that emotional strength often requires time and persistence. Finally, we talked about the importance of taking action, empowering you to shape your circumstances rather than be shaped by them. Now that we've recapped these 10 habits, I encourage you to take action by practicing one habit this week. Choose the one that resonates most with you or feels most relevant to your current situation. Whether it's starting a gratitude journal, setting boundaries, or practicing mindfulness, committing to just one habit can create a ripple effect in your emotional well-being. Remember, building emotional strength is a journey, and every small step you take contributes to your overall resilience. As you embark on this journey, I invite you to engage with our community. If you found this content valuable, please take a moment to like this video, share it with friends or family who might benefit from these insights, and subscribe to our channel for more content focused on emotional resilience and personal growth. Your engagement not only helps us reach more people, but also fosters a supportive community where we can all learn and grow together. In conclusion, building emotional strength is a continuous process that requires intention and practice. By incorporating these 10 habits into your daily life, you can cultivate a greater sense of resilience and well-being. Remember, you have the power to shape your emotional landscape, and every effort you make counts. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to supporting you as you take these important steps toward a more resilient and fulfilling life. Embrace the journey, and let's continue to grow together.